Talking about what they would like for next year with the league, the Betway Premiership returning for Chippa United around the 20th of Jan. Now joining us is Kaizer Chiefs coach Benya Khalil Yusuf. Coach, you spoke about how it was important to get these last two games right. So many chances for Kaizer Chiefs, but how would you elaborate how you played tonight?
First, I have to say congratulations for Chippa for the game they make it. They're playing with the structure. They was fighting every challenge. For us, I think we don't have any excuse. When you got a lot of opportunity, even the 6 meters 1v1, you don't score. That's football. We have to continue to work. We have to correct the same problem. Now we are every time in the last third, but we don't score. That's the big problem that we have, and we have to continue to work.
And coach, you look at your last game against Zamalek, it was a late goal that you scored. Right now in this encounter, you almost had a late goal as well. Where would you really like Kaizer Chiefs to find those goals in their next game against CS Galaxy?
That's coming from the player. It's individual qualities. When we are in a situation, which technical choice you will choose. For us as a coach, we have to continue with individual work. We continue working. That's our job. To fix our mistake, and finally it's the job of the player sometimes to find the right decision in the last third. For us, we continue to work and we try to improve our performance in the last third.
And finally, coach, if you could elaborate some of the changes you made, especially in that second half. You brought on the likes of Igadaro, you brought on Mayo. Just an elaboration of the kind of changes you made and what the thought process was behind those.
I think we started to put Mayo as a second striker. Siwelele was on the left side, and it was our instruction to play in the right and the left side and to finish with the cross, to put more number in the box. And then the second substitution, it was Vilakazi. He can't finish because he played last game also, and he was tired. So we tried to introduce Moody. He give us more solution in the right side. And then last solution, it was Maboye, because he was far for the competition. And before 3 days, he played 90 minutes. So also we have to protect him and to make substitution. I think it love when he played, he got two opportunities also to score. He performed very well. All our midfielders, they are ready to play. It's a big competition between them, and the best will play every time.
Well, coach, thank you so much for your time. Good luck in the last encounter for 2025 against TS Galaxy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, Amakosi still do have one more Betway Premiership to go. They do play on Sunday at Mbombela against TS Galaxy. There is about 18 days to go until the Total Energies CAF AFCON, right in your World of Champions.
Surprises with Chippa United holding on to Kaizer Chiefs. Siwelele holding on for a point as well against Mamelodi Sundowns. Sundowns even finishing the game with 10 men, and we'll look at the red card that Teboho Mokoena gets in that match. So much to get through with Jimmy Tao as well as Coach Simpiwe Dludlu. It's been an interesting evening, guys, and let's start out with the conversation on the game everyone was looking at and what we had as our main game tonight. Chippa doing what many thought was not possible. Both of you thought it was going to be Chiefs to win it. They didn't. Chippa hanging on.
Yeah, they didn't. Chippa hung on, just like last season, how they wrapped the season for them, where Chippa drew 0-0. In the second leg, and in the first round, actually, Chippa got the maximum points, and that's exactly what they do today.
Why?
They make it difficult for Chiefs because they don't give them obvious goal-scoring opportunities. At times, they are able to just, close off and push Chiefs to take shots from far. And whenever they are in the box, MCB is able to come up with brilliant saves. He's just calm. He reads the game. His positioning is well. Because look at this save that he makes. This could have been a contender for a goal of the season if it would have gone in. That's a strike from Ungo.
He's unlucky not to be man of the match, as MCB. But big performance from Nathan Pasika in that defensive role as Chiefs poured forward, attack after attack. But when they did lose it, Evanga brought the best out of Brandon Peterson.
Yeah, look, he comes off the bench, obviously, on a tired Chiefs defense. That's Evanga. He's able to now find spaces in between. Yeah, he gets a shot on target, a brilliant save by Peterson. But I think at this point, the game was so stretched. The lines in between were not as coordinated. And as a result, the game had a lot of back and forth. You look at this chance here by Vilakazi. What a save by Dumisani Msibi there. He just comes there, makes himself big enough. He just stretches his left hand and was able to just touch that ball into a corner kick.
A name to remember. He's shown a couple of good performances since stepping in for Stanley Nwabali. That is going in. It is going in, except for the fingertips of Dumisani Msibi.
Fingertip is important for a goalkeeper because his intention is that he's come out, he's made himself big, and this is what we're talking about. It's a couple of saves, how he positions himself doesn't make it easy for an attacker to pick a spot and score. And this is how Chiefs were trying to, different ways of scoring. Close, he was making those saves. Furthest, also, he was doing the same thing. So it was difficult for Chippa because if you look at them, only one shot on target compared to the 5 of Chiefs.
16 attempts. You can't really fault Kaizer Chiefs for how much pressure they tried to bring. 5 of them are on target, none of them able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, I think the game had a bit of scrappiness in it. I mean, there's 30 fouls in between the two teams. It tells you a story that there was a lot of stop-start. I mean, there's 20 fouls on Chiefs side, 10 on Chippa United. It just gives you a picture that the game wasn't as fluid, and the chances created in between. They had to come from shots from far, one from Novo and the one from Evanga. So because they struggled to get behind each other's defense.
So what should Kaizer Chiefs take from this, and can Chippa take something to build on as they try to survive?
Kaizer Chiefs should look at themselves to say the many opportunities that they create, they should be bearing those. Silva got some moments where he could have scored in the first chance that he got there. They score that, it puts them ahead. But they are creating chances. They're using their width in terms of bringing those crosses in. They just need to be able to have a reference point in a striker that stays in the box and makes it difficult for defenders to just clear those lines. Ama striker inzagona.
Ama reference point akhona, aba Igadaru bakhona, abo Silver Fox in the box bakhona.
Yeah, they play different ways because you look at Mayo, he came in, he wasn't staying in the box as much. You look at Igadaru, when he comes in, they always want crosses that are coming in, but sometimes they're the ones
on the road. Not a good result for a team that is really chasing league honours.
Relief for Lebo Mothiba. The last time he scored in Sundowns colours was at the FIFA Club World Cup. So welcome to scoring in the Betway Premiership for Mr. Mothiba there. That's what's gone on. Mamelodi Sundowns. What do you think of a result like that one? Because Siwelele will take that.
Yeah, Siwelele will take that because they're a team that doesn't always get positive results against the Sundowns. But let's look at the 2 Free State teams that have gotten points against Mamelodi Sundowns, because Marumo Gallants did the same and now Siwelele get to do the same. Is it a traveling thing? Is it a team that is trying to find their feet with a number of games that they're playing and all of that? But everybody's playing midweek because we are chasing AFCON time. Probably they'll get a time to reset also because now they also don't have the whole 11 of them going to Bafana. Probably the coach will be able to have time, fix his team and see, because when we come back, there'll be pressure cooker of the catching up with PSL games, CAF Champions League and so much more.
Sundowns will have to come back, though, without their massively important midfielder in Teboho Mokoena. He'll miss matches when it comes to the return to league football, because here, him and Muralo in a little bit of a clash. Doesn't look like too much, but he picks up his first yellow card for what take place next with Botsani.
Yeah, look, it's unfortunate. We don't really know at that moment what was exchanged. Yeah, but he's trying to restart the game. This one is standing in his way. Okay, come on. All right, Pushile, go. I'm a player pusher in the field, but this can't be a red card.
This is a second yellow.
Yeah, but this can't be a red card.
Second yellow.
No, it can't be. He won the ball. And the other thing that I want to check, I mean, if the referee gets such a bad result, are you able to rescind the decision?
I don't know if we have an appeals committee in our league. I don't think so. He does get the ball. It looks very clear that he's got the ball, Teboho Mokoena. From where the referee was looking, it didn't look that way. And he's given the yellow card, second yellow, red.
If he's penalizing him for anything, Sesia's It's probably the hand that follows up, but that doesn't even go for a yellow card because he's in motion. No, how he tackles, gets the ball, and as he's falling, the arm gets on the foot, but that does not deem a yellow card because he's not blocking him in any way. He made a clean tackle. The first line of contact, point of contact, he got the ball and he locked. Angitseng yazama ukuthi abongile Tom maybe kunento ayibonile singayibonanga ukuthi kuna something but lapha yana nje uthe
Cela basibonise yona futhi.
Stella niyibuyise No sengiyacabanga ukuthi abongile Tom
she just said if there was some
with the benefit of the
maybe let's confirm. So here we go. Going down.
This is clean. He wins the ball. Look at his arm. Wait. There we go. No. Carry on. Carry on. You'll see what happens there.
Let's roll it forward. Keep going. Don't.
He carries on. Look at his right arm. Continue. No, wait. You'll see. There. That moment there.
There is a little bit. I see you, coach. I do see you. There is a little bit of contact with the
and
arm.
Even you see Jimmy wenze kahle naliqakala laphana yabona inyawo leliya
liqakala manje ne
yangithi uthe sibusele emuva score sizobona
okay but at the end of the day you're not saying you're saying if there was a reason.
Yeah, I'm just saying if there's
but you're saying you're not comfortable with
I'm not comfortable with him getting a yellow card there because the first point of contact he clears the ball.
Thank you, coach.
Now the next thing is that when did the referee blow the whistle?
Hey, you whistle ngiyayisaba mina.
And the reason we're laughing at that comment, Jimmy, why do you fear a whistle so much? Because now you've started. So you have to share the story. There was a phantom whistle.
What's our next